Check live stream. Stream is in excellent health, as far as this says. Hello, welcome to Sonic. I'm here with Lizzie.
Hello, it's me. I'm Lizzie, and I'm here to learn about Sonic.
Awesome. So last time we did Sonic 3 and Knuckles, right? That was 1994.
Yes.
We are still in 1994. And the next game in the sequence is the sequel to Sonic Chaos, which was released for the Sega Game Gear, called Sonic Triple Trouble. And it's called Triple Trouble because there were 3 villains in the game. There's Dr. Robotnik / Eggman. There is Knuckles, and there's a new character, Fang the Sniper, who at the time in America was known as Knack the Weasel. Now this is a
I've not heard of this character.
He is cool. At least I think so. As Triple Trouble came out for the Sega Game Gear, and it's a good game. But the version we're gonna play is a fan-made remake called Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit by Noah Copeland, which came out last year. And I played it for the first time last year, and it was so good. I was just having a blast the whole way through. It's basically reimagining Sonic Triple Trouble as a direct sequel to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So this will pick up right where that left off. And it's a good timing because this year when we're streaming right now is Sage 2023. Sage stands for the Sonic Amateur Games Expo. And I think it's been going on for like almost 20 years now. Maybe even longer. But the Sonic fandom has a long history of Sonic ROM hacks and fan games. Long history. And in fact, some of those developers of said fan games would go on to work for actual Sonic games. We'll talk about those when we get to them.
Heck yeah!
But for now, we're going to play this remake. And the update that we're going to play just came out yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago.
Oh my gosh.
When Sage opened, which is really cool. So, let's take a look at Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit. I'm going to load it up here, and then I will share the screen to you so you can see it. So it opens with this little intro animation inspired by the Sega Channel intro. Presenting.
It's them.
It's them.
I love them.
So that was a remix of the title screen stuff from the original Sonic Triple Trouble, and it is a I wouldn't say it is a very like 1-to-1 level designed accurate remake or anything. It's definitely like a remake expansion. We'll put it that way of the original. In this game, you can play as a number of different characters. You can play as Sonic and Tails, and then some others that you have to unlock. And then also they just added Amy in this last update, which is cool.
Amy!
But there's all kinds of cool options you're given here. Screen size. You can go to 4x3. Different stuff. You can decide what the Tails moveset is like. I did Sonic 3 Air style. You can choose whether to have him named as Fang, the original Japanese name, or Knack, the Western name. I'm going to have him as Fang. Yeah. There's the competition. There's like the 2-player here has like its own story too, which is really cool. But let's get started with the main story mode. There's got to be some way I can like delete this save file, I think, or I guess we'll just start with the second one. Okay, ready? Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's do it. It's time.
Game start. This little intro based on the act intros from the games. From Triple Trouble. It's the Sky Sanctuary music, which was the original ending cutscene music for Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So we just saw this.
There it goes. We did. I was concerned at first when I first saw it.
Knuckles' story in this game picks up right where
But
this
now
leaves
I know
off.
it's supposed to do that.
Wow.
Look at him go.
So here's a new zone. Zone 0. Okay, so let's take a look. So we've got Sonic. Sonic can spin dash. In this game, they also added the drop dash from Sonic Mania. This one won't show up in like the main games for a long time, but like once it shows up everywhere because everyone's like, oh, this is just the perfect move to add onto his moveset. He also has the super peel out, which was actually in the original Sonic Triple Trouble, but it was called the Strike Dash. So that's here as well. See all these little pieces of junk everywhere. I don't know what happened to the music. Usually the music is supposed to keep playing.
Ominous.
There we go. Uh-oh. Good thing in this game, in Triple Trouble 16-bit, you can switch on the fly between Sonic and Tails.
Oh my god.
And Tails, like we know, can do a spin dash and can fly, right?
Yeah.
Let's go. Whoop. You can also control him remotely, like in Sonic 3 Air or Sonic Mania. All right, let's keep going. What's that? Ah!
Whoa.
The Death Egg robot is still here. Good thing I still have all the
What's he
Chaos
doing
Emeralds. Remember, because Super Sonic is the one who is canon, right? So now here's a battle between Super Sonic and the Death Egg robot. Let's chase after Eggman. Oh. Oh no! Oh! Got us!
Oh.
The other Chaos Emeralds vanished. But Robotnik still has the 7th. We gotta recollect the Chaos Emeralds and head after him.
Oh my god.
We saw Knuckles earlier.
We did.
And there was Fang. Alright, so welcome to Grand Turquoise Act 1. A lot of the enemies and some of the level gimmicks and designs and stuff are based on the original Game Gear version. So in this version of the game, the special stages you find by finding them in the level, like in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Now this shield is interesting. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. You can go to an enemy and, let's see, there's a ring box. Alright, there we go. And you can instantly home to them and take them out. This is a homing shield, which actually first appeared in a game that we're going to play, I think, next time. So this game, not only is it like a remake of Sonic Triple Trouble and like a direct sequel to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but it also takes a lot of elements from a lot of the other later classic games that we haven't gotten to yet. So it's a bit of a preview. So you're going to see this shield again. And then here's the fire shield, right?
Foresight.
Yep. Oh. So here's Speed Shoes. Alright, I got the homing shield again. Oh yeah, those are extra lives. I just turned them on so they look like coins from Sonic Origins, but they're extra lives, basically.
Okay.
There's bonus stages. Just like in Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Got that old arcade vibe.
Yep. Oh, there's an electric shield. Never made it this far up. Alright. So here's the mini boss for Act 1. It's Fang.
Ooh.
He's actually pretty easy.
Oh, wow.
Oh. And now we're heading down into Act 2, which picks up right where Act 1 left off. So here we have the Act 2 remix. You know, we have new gimmicks in the level, so it's a lot like the Sonic 3 and Knuckles style, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, I should point out the monkey enemies in the tree here are designed after Coconuts, who is one of Robotnik's main henchmen from the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon.
Huh.
So that's a fun little shout out. Ooh. If you go fast enough when you're running on top of water in this game, you can sort of skip across it. That's
Oh my
pretty.
gosh.
That's pretty cool.
Jesus.
There's my homing shield coming in clutch there. See what happens if I jump to this one. Oh, it's the same one. Boo. I don't want to do that again. I'll do a different one. Alright. If you explore around in this level, you can find the different special stages. I don't know the level layouts very well, so I might not go for all the emeralds this time. We'll see.
Okay.
There is a like a true final boss, but what I can do is I can put in a cheat code to give me a 100% completion file if I need to. Usually I would take the time to go through the whole thing, but you know, we don't have all the time in the world, unfortunately.
We do not.
After all, we are Sonic, and we're fast. Oh, there's one.
We gotta go fast.
Here's what the special stages look like. It's a It's a race against Fang to get to the Chaos Emerald.
Oh.
You ever remember? You remember? This is like the fun version of Hajime Hinata Pro Skater, like.
Yes.
So you're trying to avoid these spike balls. You're trying to collect rings because you're losing one ring a second as you keep going. You're trying to hit these pads to get yourself to go faster because Fang will eventually catch up to you if you don't. And also there's a little like electric thing that'll shock Fang's cart Otherwise, he'll like catch up to you as well. So it's both trying to maintain a good speed here, and also, oh yeah, and then sometimes you ride the tornado. Because otherwise he's going to catch up to me right at the end, unless I, like, go through some of these fast enough. Got it.
Woo!
These title cards are based on the original ones for the Game Gear. Oops. Bye, Tails.
Oh.
So, what's cool about Triple Trouble, I think it's like Sonic Chaos, each of the bosses are just like based on like, they're like big, they're not like Robotnik fights, but they're fights against like big machines that Robotnik has made, right? So in this case, the one that we just fought there, that was like the small one floating in the air, is basically the original boss from the original version of the game. And so this bigger version is exclusive to the 16-bit remake.
Whoa.
Oh, and there's a capsule flying down. Thanks, Tails. What's even cooler about Triple Trouble 16-bit is that... What is he doing?
Oh my god.
And if you recognize the music, that's the original villainous theme from the prototype of of Sonic 3.
Nice.
Welcome to Sunset Park. Whoops. Okay. If you spin dash into this thing, it'll go fast. Sunset Park is a beloved stage in Sonic history because, well, you'll see. I think the original Triple Trouble has 3 acts. Like Sonic Chaos, it's like 2 main acts, and then a 3rd act that's just like a short, and then the boss, right? In this one, it's 2 acts per zone. But everything sort of gets like crunched together. These are Genesis remixes of the original music for these levels.
Nice.
Yeah, this is by far one of the best Sonic fan games I've ever played, because it's just like, it's just fun level area after fun level area. Let's see these.
Yeah.
The first one was Great Turquoise, which is kind of Green Hill-y. This one is kind of like Oil Ocean Chemical Plant vibes. But just in general, it's a cool little city environment. Having the drop dash definitely helps too. Keeps the pace.
Yeah, you're just like going.
And Tails is much more active, you know. That's your... In Japan, Sonic Chaos and Sonic Triple Trouble are called Sonic and Tails and Sonic and Tails 2. So, you know, it fits.
He's helping.
Yes. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Whee! Why is Knuckles fighting us?
Oh my
I
god.
thought we were friends.
Here he goes.
Oof.
Whoa.
Well, he's a lot harder to fight than in Hidden Palace Zone in Sonic 3, that's for sure. He's throwing bombs. Well, he does
That's
do that.
So rude.
He has committed arson. So yeah, this is a new boss theme, but it's the beginning part of that is based on Knuckles' original like villain theme from the Sonic 3 prototype. Boom. There we go. Got him. And he escapes. Sweet. Oh, there's Fang.
Oh!
Here's Act 2. A very sort of swingy remix. Whee! So yeah, the Sonic fan game community has such a long and storied history that's probably just as interesting as the development history of the actual games themselves. I think I have one other fan game on the docket for much later. This is a much more modern, or quote unquote modern, Sonic fan game. Well, maybe two. You know, if you go back on my YouTube channel, like back when I was like 12, I would post videos of me playing examples of like some classic Sonic ROM hacks.
Gotcha.
Where they would hack any of the original Genesis Sonic games and then, you know, create new levels and, you know, different characters, different interesting gimmicks, you know.
Abby would like to join the Sonic adventure, it looks like.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in the little chat.
Yeah. Tell her to come on in. I'm not looking at that, so yeah. Abby is always welcome. Hello?
Hello?
Hi,
Hello.
Abby.
Hi.
Welcome to Sonic the Hedgehog.
I love this blue boy. What are we up to here?
We are playing Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit, a fan remake of a game that came out in 1994. That is essentially, in this context, a direct sequel to the last game that we played, which was Sonic 3.
And Knuckles?
And Knuckles, yes, that one.
Knuckles was there.
It was indeed
that one.
It was indeed Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But yes. Do you need any other context about what we've got going on here?
Something Chaos Emeralds. Gotta go fast.
There's a guy named Fang.
Yes.
I
Oh,
don't-
here we
I
go.
don't know Fang.
Okay, so we made it through Act 2. Here's Act 3, which is not usually
Oh.
the case in this game, because Act 3 of Sunset Park is famous. It's set on a train, and it's got some of the best music in any Game Gear Sonic game.
Oh my god, a train?
Whoa.
Abby, who's your favorite Sonic?
The Chows.
I'm not aware of them yet.
We will get to
I'm
them.
not initiated.
Lizzie.
Yeah, Chow's will be in a few games' time.
I had Sonic Adventure 2 for the GameCube.
That-
And you had this, there's
Yeah.
whole Chow Garden.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I
Yes.
just played through the first level over and over again to get stuff for my little babies.
Yes. There's built into the Dreamcast Sonic games is a pet simulator.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, here's Fang. Oh,
He has a hat.
yes. Oh, he's gonna try to fight us, huh? And yes, this music was originally, I think, written for Sonic Chaos, but went unused. So they used it for only this, like, train sequence of Sunset Park Act 3 in the original Triple Trouble, and it became, like, this really fan-loved moment. So this is the fan remake recreation of that moment. Greatly expanded.
Iconic.
Truly. Clearly, this is a train that's been carrying some of these animal capsules around.
Mhm. Oh my god.
So yeah, so this is I don't know. Lizzie, I don't know if you want to give Abby the story so far in the Sonic franchise.
Oh, she has to do the whole franchise.
Well, you don't have to. I just thought it'd be funny.
So we were in the
Uh-huh.
so we got the Chaos Emeralds and we turned into Supersonic.
And what's the
got
most
the-
important thing about Supersonic?
He can be crushed.
We could be
I love that that's the part that got to Abby.
He could be
I watched a little bit of last time.
Yeah.
That's his weakness. Every single time you were Supersonic and you were in a situation where you could be crushed, I would be like, oh my god, danger.
Yep.
And then you got these bigger Chaos Emeralds and you could be Hypersonic.
But only once. And it's not
Yes.
canon.
And he was Rainbow, and I loved him.
Yes.
Oh.
And that didn't last very long. And then we had to, it's like the Death Star, but it's like the Eggman Death Star, the Death Egg.
Yep, that's it.
I see. Yes.
And we had to defeat it before he used it to blow up Angel Island.
Yes.
Yes.
Like in San Francisco,
And-
but not that one.
Very different.
Anyway, we took out the train just now. So that's it for Sunset Park. And now we're moving into Meta Junglila. Okay, keep going.
Oh. So we, there was Knuckles, and he was helping Eggman because he was like, Eggman tricked him and told him that Sonic was evil.
Oh.
So it's just like the movie.
Yes.
I haven't seen the movie.
The movie is a loose. Both of the Sonic movies. Well, the first one is an extremely loose adaptation of the first Sonic game, but Sonic Movie 2 is a slightly less loose adaptation of Sonic 2 and 3.
Oh. That's why they were so similar.
Yes.
Sonic 2 and 3 didn't have a weird wedding scene, extended wedding scene.
Well,
The
no.
FBI.
But that's because, well, it wasn't the FBI. It was the Guardian.
Was it?
The Guardian unit of yes, the Guardian unit of nations, something like that. It's gun. It's GUN. It's gun.
Oh. Abby, we have to watch the Sonic movies.
Okay.
You should.
Mandatory.
They are interesting.
I love them.
They
I
are.
love them so much.
They would not be how I would adapt the Sonic franchise into films, but they're fine.
All right, Max, give us your pitch.
Max says they're fine, which
Honestly,
that's a glowing review.
my pitch would be a lot closer to basically I would be so annoying because my pitch is basically Sat AM, like the Sat AM TV show, adapting that into a film with some of those characters and then some of the characters from the games, it would be not nearly, you know, like, I don't have a whole thing, but like, the whole idea of, like, Sonic, I don't know, whatever. I think I've probably talked a little bit about this in some other context that I don't necessarily feel the need to get into at this moment, but
Okay.
I don't know. It's weird because, like, those movies definitely feel the need to have it be like, Sonic is from another universe, but everything that's related to Sonic, like, what's important to the story is still on Earth. It's weird. And that kind of comes from, like, in the original Western lore of Sonic's, like, all this is happening on another planet called Mobius, right? And Eggman is, like, the lone human on this, like, otherwise animal, nature, peaceful universe, right? And so he's trying to take it over and turn everything into robots and whatnot. I like this part where you have to just hit him into the ground. I think that's fun.
Get him out.
Get owned. In the Japanese lore and in the current Sonic lore, Sonic, like, everything has always taken place, like, on Earth, like human being Earth, which is weird. Especially
what human being Earth looks like.
Exactly, right?
It's like home.
Exactly, right? And you'll see once we get to Sonic Adventure, it's like, what?
Oh my god, there he is. Oh, look at
Is
him.
he like a little rat or something?
So, his name is Fang the Sniper. Originally, he was localized as Knack the Weasel, but he is not a weasel. He is not a weasel. He is a jerboa.
Alright. Google images.
I kind of like how there was a while where Tom Nook was the raccoon.
But he's a tanuki.
Oh my gosh.
I know, but like there was a while where like
Right.
in English, they're like, oh, he's a raccoon. The American kids won't know what that is. He's a raccoon.
Well, kids didn't really know what a hedgehog or an echidna were.
I would argue people know hedgehog, but not echidna. I would agree.
This
This
you
little
can
mouse thing is very cute.
you might recognize the instruments here are taken from the Sonic and Knuckles Invincibility music, but it's the Sonic Triple Trouble theme. See, I'm just kind of going through the levels like, you know, kind of just like this without doing a lot of exploration. So we haven't come across any of the other special stage rings. But if I wanted to, I probably could. Alright, Tails. Get me up there. You know, obviously this is a fan game, so not everything is perfect or goes according to design, but you know, it's good.
Oh my god, Abby posted a picture of the boy,
Of Jerboas,
and he's very cute.
isn't he?
He just looks like a mouse that you appended some bird legs to.
He looks like a little kangaroo rat.
And yeah, with like the ears that are kind of like big and go behind the head. Yeah.
I love him.
So yeah.
Perfect.
So Fang is a Jerboa.
Let's see.
Can you put a cowboy hat on him?
Actually, coming up, there was a Sonic OVA animated, I think by was it by Toei? Because Toei did the Sonic CD intro. They might have also done the Sonic OVA, which came out in I think 1996 or so. And in that, Knuckles wears like a cowboy hat. It's just part of his design.
Toei,
It's just part.
Toei has their fingers in everything. They're doing everything.
Yeah. On a Sunday, riding my bike. That's the theme from Sonic OVA. It's a really good song. It sounds like the Life It Never Die, Women Are My Favorite Guy. Like, that's the vibe.
You're so right.
I'll send it to you later. The song's called Look Alike. It's really good. On a Sunday, riding my bike, I notice many things that look alike. There's also the English dub of that OVA. It's full of all kinds of incredibly amazing moments, like Sonic shouting at Tails to shut up. There's also a moment where he's fighting Metal Sonic, and Sonic goes, "You may know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to help you, since I know everything you're going to do. Strange, isn't it?" Classic Sonic moment.
I'm doing extremely important work right now.
Oh,
What?
I'm also doing extremely important work. We'll have to compare our extremely important work.
Oh my god.
I was just escaping from like a booby-trapped temple in the jungle. No biggie. All right, where are we headed? Oh, we're going in the water. Or are we? Introducing an original zone to 16-bit, to Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit. Egg Zeppelin.
It's big.
So this is a brand new zone, exclusive to this remake. You may guess we were supposed to go to the water level next, but nope. First we have an original zone. As you can see, it's very much inspired by Wing Fortress, Flying Battery, those kinds of zones. Oh, we gotta fly out of here. Why do you think Knuckles is trying to beat us?
Oh my god. Copy?
He's trying to copy the Chaos Emerald.
He's gonna make more.
Oh, except we picked up the rocket shoes from Sonic Chaos on the way over, so we're going to this is the boss music from Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Lizzie, I finished at the exact same time.
I'm so
I did not choose
scared.
the exact same cowboy hat.
Oh, I see. I'm like,
Yes.
all right. So we wore the rocket shoes to get back onto the Egg Zeppelin.
Max, did you see our very good work?
I've been playing this game. I gotta take a look at it later.
Max is too busy.
Yes, I'm too busy trying to save the world from Dr. Eggman over here. Or Robotnik, if that's what you're into. I've literally just been saying the names like interchangeably.
What about Kintobor?
He's not Kintober anymore. That
Not
ship
any Pinto more.
that ship has sailed. And you'll see later when we get into some of the lore about Robotnik's family
Oh.
that his name in the official / Western / modern Sonic canon, his name has always been Robotnik.
Gotcha.
Does he have a first name?
Ivo.
Ivo.
In some versions of the Sonic lore, his first name is Julian. Like in Sat AM. In Sat AM, his first name is Julian.
Julian.
Yeah.
Is there any reason? Or were they just like,
He
he looks like a
collects the
Julian?
jewels.
Oh,
I always thought it was.
danger.
I always thought it was kind of. I always thought it was kind of a riff on, like, Julius Caesar.
Have a lot of work.
All I know is that, like, his nephew Snively in the Satyam and Archie comics lore called him Uncle Julian.
Snively.
Oh yeah.
You
know-
Snively
love
Robot.
that.
Yeah. Ancient. If you remember Agent Stone from the Sonic movies as like his henchman.
Yes.
In Satyam and Archie comics, his henchman was his nephew Snively.
Oh.
Welcome to Robotnik Winter Zone, which is an awesome zone.
It's chilly.
Also, hello. Yes, Julian is his first name in some Sonic lores. In most Sonic lores, his first name is Ivo.
Okay.
I think the joke is that it's, or part of the joke is that it's, Ivo backwards is Ovi, like the root for egg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that Ace Attorney has trained us that we hear the name, it's like, but why? What's the pun?
Well, you know. Oh, now we're in a snowball.
Oh my god.
This was, I think, like the best zone of the Game Gear version as well, because there was like a snowboarding section, a la Ice Cap Zone, the one with the stolen music.
Oh yeah. That's crazy.
I mean, I know I framed it in such a way that it's like stolen, but in all fairness, again, it was a song by a band that he was a part of that never saw the light of day and he never thought would ever be used again.
That's true.
So like,
I just wonder if he like asked his bandmates.
that is the question. I do not know.
Was he the one to write it?
I think the original song was credited to like the lead singer / guitarist of the Jetsons. Something Cannoli, I think is his name. I'd have to look it up.
So he just snatched it.
That very possible. But also by that point, he was no longer like, I don't know, maybe he thought he was hot shit because he was before just the drummer of an obscure new wave band, and now he was the lead co-songwriter of the most famous pop star in the world.
That's valid. You let that go to your head a little bit.
Yeah. So Abby, did you know that about Sonic 3? That it was like that there were two soundtracks and one of them was composed by Michael Jackson and his team?
No, I did not know that. And when I like tuned in and you're talking about it, I was very confused that you're like, some people think this song was composed by Michael Jackson. It wasn't. Like, what?
Yeah.
Why
And I'm
did
like,
you
this song was composed by Michael Jackson's team.
Yeah, I caught on later that it was a possibility. How did that happen?
How did that happen?
Yes.
Lizzie?
So Michael Jackson liked Sega games. He liked Sonic, and Sega was making a video game about him.
Michael Jackson's
And so he was
Moonwalker,
like-
based on the
Yeah.
film.
So he was like in contact with people at Sega, and they were like, "We're making a Sonic game," and I think, was he the one who was like, "I would like to write music for the
Yes.
Sonic game," or
Yes.
did they ask him? Okay, he was like, "I would love to write music for the Sonic game," and so they were like,
Wait, hold
"Heck
on,
yeah,
take a
Michael
look.
Jackson."
It's Knuckles. Wait, do we
Uh-oh.
get to see? No, not yet. Okay, sorry, keep going.
Did he just die?
Oof. All right, so we're getting away.
Oh,
We're escaping the avalanche by going snowboarding.
oh my god.
This is just like the first level of Sonic Adventure 2.
This is just like the scene from the movie.
Exactly, and which is based that I was like telling you that scene from the Sonic 2 movie is directly inspired by the ice cap sequence from Sonic 3.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Roof saw 2 echidnas
Whoops.
yesterday.
who? What?
Sorry. Roof just was typing in the chat. She was taking a walk yesterday and she saw 2 echidnas.
Right. But yeah, Michael Jackson wanted to compose music for Sonic 3, and they were like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then 2 things happened. Oh my goodness, I'm literally gonna die.
You can do it.
One is that Michael Jackson, when he got the music back, basically that he and his team were working on, and like heard how they sounded in the Genesis, he was like, I don't like that. So like, don't put my name on that. Basically, he asked to be left off of the credits. And then the other thing was that the child sex abuse scandals had just started. And so Roger Hector, who was one of the heads of Sega of America at the time, was like, we gotta get rid of his music. It can't be in the game anymore. And they replaced the majority of the songs that Michael Jackson's team would have written with compositions by Sega's internal sound team. The mystery is the fact that like 8 or 9 of the Michael Jackson team tracks still made it into the final version of Sonic 3. Even after they were supposed to be removed, apparently. And so it's been this whole long, multi-decade mystery to try to figure out who wrote what tracks. And we know now, like, at this point, who wrote, like, which version. And we now also have, thanks to a prototype that was leaked and a few other things, we now know we have the full soundtrack that Sega's sound team composed, including the tracks that got replaced by Michael Jackson's team. What we don't have is confirmation on who wrote what across both soundtracks and what the majority of the Michael Jackson soundtrack sounded like. Because we have like 8 of the tracks, but that's not the full game soundtrack, right? So there's no guarantee that that original soundtrack ever fully existed in the Genesis sound font. But demo tracks for the entire soundtrack we know does exist and probably exists in Sega's vaults, never to be released. Anyway, I love this zone. It's fun. I keep pressing the button to switch me to Tails when I'm trying to rev up my spin dash. So anyway, here's some Tails.
I love him.
He's just a little guy.
Ah! I think we're getting toward the end of Triple Trouble. We did have the full soundtrack. Yes, you are correct. It was only on Sonic and Knuckles Collection, but we didn't know what it sounded like on a Genesis, right? We didn't know for sure like that those tracks were the original Sega Sound Team OST until the prototype leaked. We just knew that they were weird other random tracks. So it was always possible that those could have been compositions by whoever had ported Sonic and Knuckles to the PC. That is a possibility. But yeah, I remember when that prototype came out. That was such a wild day. That was like man.
How
Yeah.
did it leak?
Yeah, that's what that technically means. Yeah, no one knew that they were originals. How did it leak? I don't know. You know, prototypes for games leak all the time. Probably because someone had some like beta build that they just took home with them and then, I don't know, maybe sent to video game archivists, or in some cases there's like a big leak, like the Giga leak at Nintendo, where like criminally like that like internal documents get leaked like from the company, which includes like a whole bunch of like old production stuff and game ROMs and stuff, which even though is technically illegal, is like a good for game preservation, because companies don't have the incentive to preserve anything that they make, right? Or anything internally, if it doesn't make them money, right? So for the sake of the art medium, you know, it's good to have that stuff preserved, because companies will often not do it themselves. And at least in some cases where it's like, for example, the source code and assets for Kingdom Hearts 1 have been lost for like decades, basically, at this point. Because they were remaking the game for Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Remix in like 2013 or whenever it was, maybe it was a little earlier than that. And they went back and they realized that they were missing the entire original source code and assets, so they had to recreate everything from scratch.
That's rough.
Yeah. Bye. All right. Just having a good time here. All right, I think this is the last zone of the original game. Oh no, there's 2 zones left. 2 or 3. I don't remember. Anyway, this is Tidal Plant Zone. Oh, here I can do that thing where if I go fast enough, I can skip across the water. Running on water. There we go. Special stage. Let's play another one. I know I'm not going to get all of them by the time I get to the end, so I'll use that 100% save file debug code to get to the final boss. Yeah. It is very launch base-esque. Yeah, so after this, I'll have a fun treat for you in particular, Lizzie.
Ooh. I'm intrigued.
Fang's catching up. Gotta be careful not to fall off here, because if you fall off, you get knocked out. Yay! You only need to collect 6 Chaos Emeralds this time around, because Eggman has the last one.
Nice.
Oh, you know what that is? That's the Knuckles path. So only he's strong enough to break through that. It's like the kind of stuff that you'll see in like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, for example, where there's certain things that only Knuckles can break through, and so like he has like a whole like separate section of the level just for him. It's really cool. Oh, it's the bubbles from the Game Gear Sonic 2. We spent forever in. Uh-oh. There we go. So yeah, I think honestly, even though there's not really a basis for it in the games, the whole thing that in some Sonic lores, he's like deathly afraid of water and drowning, is pretty much just like a riff on this experience of players playing Sonic games and then the panic drowning music.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Which actually, now that I think about it, in Sonic Movie 2, there's the one part where he's about to drown, and there's just like in the background of the score, you can hear just like a tiny bit that's sort of riffing on the like drowning music from the games.
Oh, that's so fun.
It is cool. It is also basically the only meaningful use of Sonic video game music in the Sonic movies.
That's less fun.
Yes. I gotta say, you know, the Sonic movies as a whole, I enjoy them. But the biggest issue that they have is that they are not using the fullness of what they're adapting to their advantage in using, like, what everyone universally agrees is the best part of the Sonic franchise, the music. And that is one case where, like, the Mario movie vastly outdid the Sonic movie. Even though I think the Sonic movies are actually better than the Mario movie, because the Mario movie is kind of just... That's a whole nother thing. But the one thing the Mario movie did extraordinarily well was the musical score. Which I would not be surprised if that was also just like a direct point of comparison during production between the two. Where it was like, you know, unlike the Sonic movie, we're gonna make sure we actually use the music from our franchise here. I haven't watched the Mario movie or Sonic 2. Yeah.
I think for me, I don't mind so much when like things like that don't utilize like classic like musical scores. But I can understand why that would be a point of contention.
Yeah, I mean, again, like, I think the Mario movie did it perfectly, where they used the music in like substantial, like meaningful parts, but you know, it also had its own different theme, right? Like, it wasn't just constructed out of familiar stuff. It was like, it was a full film score. Yeah, I think it just felt especially foolish when, like, it's one of the major things that your franchise is beloved for. And you don't utilize it in adaptation. It's like having... I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good example.
I think it's just sort of a reflection of like how I feel about music in general. Like with Tam, I was the one who used leitmotifs the least amount.
Yes.
And I would drizzle that stuff on constantly, so...
Yeah. There is one moment that in Sonic that, like, that I'm sure they're building to with the third Sonic movie, that if they don't use one specific song, there is no point to the entire franchise. Because it is a contender for like the most beloved song in the entire franchise, and this is like the essential moment where it's from. So anyway, we're in a sub.
We are. Nice. It's got a drill.
This sub Yes. Which we'll get to at a later time. There is a... one of the games we're not going to play is a game for the Sega Game Gear called Tails Adventures. It's not really like a traditional Sonic platformer. It's more like a 2D action-adventure kind of game. But in it, Tails has all... It's a Tails exclusive game, and he's using all these different, like, inventions and vehicles to get around. And this is one of them, the Sea Fox. So this is the Sea Fox from Tails Adventure, which is cool. And now it's a maze. I don't remember where to go. Whoops. Am I going backwards? I think I'm going backwards. I'm going backwards. I've seen some, like, complaints about Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit, where, like, this whole... like, sequences like this or the snowboarding sequence, like, go on for too long, or there's, like, too many of those kinds of stuff throughout the whole game. But honestly, I'd rather have a game like this with, like, lots of very interesting things always happening to sort of, like make you feel, like, make something feel, like, fun and surprising. Than just, like, a bunch of kind of just generic platforming levels all the time, you know?
Yes.
So I don't actually mind. I don't mind in this case.
Yeah, shake things up.
Yeah. And it's, especially for a fan game, right? Like, because I mean, part of like why this is cool is to show like this is a fan game that can like do all kinds of really cool and interesting stuff with this, right? That I would expect in like an official release, but I wouldn't always expect from a fan game. So I kind of feel like going a bit above and beyond is warranted in this case. You know, I'm willing to give it more credit because it did not have to be like this. It's a lot more work that it's like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Tam.
It's a lot more work that it's like this.
That's our tagline.
Yeah, it's a lot more work, but like, aren't you impressed?
Please be impressed.
Anyway, you guys excited for Turnabout Samurai?
Yeah.
Woo! Did you guys
Samurai time.
did you guys end up watching the just the rough cut?
Yeah. But I've only watched it once, so I'm excited to see.
How do I oops.
Oh no!
I'm like, I forgot how to fight this boss.
It's too powerful.
Am I just supposed to... No. Oh. Huh? Oh! There you go. See? Fun! Like, this is the kind of stuff that's, you know, surprising and joyful.
Oh my god. Oh no! That's why he was evil!
Yes. So in the...
Sonic was our friend.
So in the original Triple Trouble...
Knuckles.
In the original Triple Trouble, Knuckles just gets tricked by Eggman again.
Oh. This is a silly little guy.
Yeah. But in Triple Trouble 16-bit, ooh, now there's an Act 3. Oh, okay. My controller just whatever.
Oh my god.
It's Metal Sonic.
Yeah, because Knuckles was our friend at the end of the other game.
Yes. Ba 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 da ba. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. This is the Stardust Speedway music from Sonic CD. This is like Metal Sonic's theme, for lack of a better term. This is like the most famous song affiliated with Metal Sonic. Specifically the Japanese version of Stardust Speedway, because Sonic CD has 2 soundtracks.
Of course.
The best Sonic games have 2 soundtracks. Sonic CD, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic 3D Blast. And the rule is that both soundtracks absolutely kick ass. But they're different enough that Sonic fans can fight about them.
Excellent.
Right. This little bit at the beginning, the do 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 do, is the original Metal Sonic fight music from Sonic Triple Trouble. That kind of sounded ear-grady, so in this one they replaced it with an arrangement of Stardust Speedway. Specifically, this is a Genesis style remix of the Stardust Speedway remix from Sonic Generations, which is the 2011 20th anniversary game. It's not super obvious that it's the Sonic Generations version, but I can tell that it is, because I'm a baller like that.
Add that to the resume.
PhD in Sonic.
Oh, we're going into space!
Whoa!
Whoa!
They can't breathe up there. He's
On a
just
rocket.
little hedgehog.
And now we're on the original final zone, Atomic Destroyer. Oh, I forgot. These things are cool. Check this out.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh. So obviously this one is very much riffing on the Death Egg Zone.
Yes. I love that it's called the Death Egg.
I know, right? They just don't care.
They're owning it.
I mean, it's the same thing with calling it Supersonic. Like, we're not even trying to hide it. Like, yes, it's Dragon Ball. Just deal with it.
Lizzie saying to me what she's going to talk about tonight. Yes, it's Dragon Ball.
What was it that we were talking about the other day where it was like,
What were we talking about? What did I bring up?
it was when I was talking about Ice Cap and you were talking about the Dragon Ball Kai song that's literally just Mortal Kombat. But you prefaced it by being like, that reminds me, and I'm so sorry for being this person. But it's like the part in Dragon Ball Kai.
I'm so sorry.
I was like, I do not care. I am not the one, I assume, that you have talked about nothing but Dragon Ball for hours to.
I actually don't know the Dragon Ball lore because we're going to watch it.
Yeah. Abby, for
Sweet.
context, there's a song in the Dragon Ball Z Kai soundtrack that is just one of the themes from Mortal Kombat. Exactly. And it was a big deal when people finally noticed.
How long did it take for them to notice?
They replaced the soundtracks when episode 90 was coming out. And so it took them, I don't know what their release schedule was. If they were doing an episode a week, that means it took them 90 weeks to realize.
And it was like one of the main, like...
Yeah, they use it all the time, like everywhere.
Oh my god.
That one?
Yeah, exactly.
Literally that one? Literally the one that goes, Mortal Kombat! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Which actually is
No.
from the movie, not from any of the games. Well, they might have put it in the games at some point, but it was originally from the movie.
I'll have to show you guys after the
Oh.
stream because it's just the same song. It's
Fa-
so funny.
Fang is now trying to fight Metal Sonic.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
God.
god, him.
look at these little guys.
What are they?
I don't know, but we beat them.
We stepped on them.
I think actually they were from Sonic Chaos originally, or maybe the. This song you will hear later. This is from one of the games we'll get to later. But when I first heard it in this game, I like went off. So it's a theme of Metal Sonic from a later game, and then it goes into Stardust Speedway Japanese. And then it goes into Stardust Speedway US. So it's 3 different Metal Sonic themes mixed together. See, why I love Sonic fan games is that they will just pull from everywhere, you know. Sonic fan stuff
You might as well.
will just pull from literally like every random ass obscure piece of Sonic media that there's been. That's why I love this. That's one of my favorite parts about the fandom. Is that they'll reintroduce some like super old obscure like character or music theme or idea, and then the Sega will be like, we were surprised that fans responded so positively to this. I'm like, have you do you know your fans? Like, what do you mean you're surprised? This is all we do, is go on wiki pages for games that we've never played and are like, this is my favorite character now that's only appeared in this one thing.
That's me with Mighty.
For real. No, I mean, Mighty was a great example of that for years. Alright, 1, 2, or 3?
2. Did I win?
I just went, because it was like, there was like 3 different paths I could take, so I went, and they were numbered. So I went to path 2. This feels like the ending, this feels like the final zone of Sonic Mania a little bit, in terms of the way like the Act 2 order number and stuff is. This is such a sick final zone. In terms of like mechanics and pacing. I mean, I think the guy who worked on this, Noah Copeland, I think he worked on this for like 5 years before it came out.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And it shows.
That's dedication.
It is extraordinarily polished. Alright, so we did 1. Let's go to 3 next. Or 2, sorry. We did 2. So now we're going to 3. Then we'll do 1 last. There's little sparkles after he does the super peel out because the strike dash makes you sparkle when you do it in the original version of this game. So we'll fight the final boss here, then it'll take us to the credits probably, and then I'll put in the code for the 100% completion file. So that we can check out the final boss.
Heck yeah.
Or like the true final boss, like in the Doomsday Zone in Sonic 3. You could only go to that after you like got all the Chaos Emeralds and or Super Emeralds. Whoops. No! Oh man, I have to do that again. Alright, let's do it. So I guess that's something I just noticed. There's no checkpoints in each of these, like, little mini sections. This is a really cool remix. Noah Copeland has said this fan game is basically just like it is an original fan game LARPing as a Genesis game. Which is a good way to put it.
I love that.
Because it's not built on top of any Genesis game. It's not like a hack of any of the previously existing Genesis games. It's just I think it's a completely original engine too. So all the physics and everything were done by hand, which is really impressive because they are very, very close to the original Genesis physics. And we'll speak at a later time about another prominent fan-made engine that recreates the Genesis physics. Whoops, there's a Robotnik monitor showing up just completely randomly out of nowhere, as it does. I think I was talking about that last time, where it's like, they do exist in the games, but they're barely used. They just show up in, like, the weirdest places. They're not even, like, in most cases, they're not even used in, like, the final zones for, like, challenge or anything. They're just in completely random locations.
That's so funny.
Oh. Okay, now I'm up here. I gotta be careful around those things. As long as you have one ring, you can take a hit. Alrighty, we made it. It's number 4. Oh, look at those three. That was really cool. The 3D parallax scrolling there. Mm-hmm. All right. Hello. These guys look like the hard-boiled heavies who don't show up until Sonic Mania. Alright, how do I take this thing out? Here we go. Alright. Oh! Oh! Well, good to know not to do that for next time. Alright. You can see my life counter isn't going down. Because I turned on coins, which basically means you don't. The coin system, which was introduced in Origins, means that like you don't lose a life. Like there's like you don't have the live system, so you don't get like a game over. You just whenever you die, you just respawn from the last checkpoint. But then like instead of getting a life, you would get a coin if you grabbed 100 rings, and you use the coins to like unlock stuff in other parts of the game. I imagine they might also be doing that for the next upcoming 2D Sonic game that's coming out next month. They'll probably use a lot of the same stuff that they used in Origins for that. Alright. Let's land as many hits as we can between me and Tails. Cool. Alright, now let's not stand there. Let's stand in the middle. Thank you. Oh, more rings. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is gonna be an issue. Classic 2D Sonic moment. Oh, it's starting me from here. Oh, that's cool. So it's like a little checkpoint in the battle. I appreciate that. Uh-oh. This is bumping. What? You never heard bumpin' used as a compliment for a song?
No, I had the mental image of you just like walking into your classroom. What, middle school, high school kids?
High school.
Hey, fellow kids, this music is bumping.
Oh, real. It doesn't sound as silly as the stuff that comes out of their mouths. All right. There's also the option in the it was the fake Chaos Emerald was running that thing, and then Fang just took it when he left. Oh, let me get onto it. Oh, it's a bomb, I think. Uh-oh, he didn't know that. Okay, this is the real thing. Cool. Alright, Act 3. Easy. I think that was like a version of the original final boss from, you know, the original Triple Trouble. Which again, I assume would be a lot harder if I didn't have rings, which I think is probably the case with the Game Gear Sonic games. That you can't fight the bosses with rings. Thank you. Alright. Now we have this. Oh. Oh, I see. It's kind of like a variation of the Sonic 1 final boss here, where like you have to try to hit him when he's coming through. Like that. Alright. There we go. Whoops. Where's my rings? Where'd it go? Shoot. Alright, let's make sure we hold on to our rings this time. Keep wanting to land in these hits. Okay, now he's going slower. Oh. Okay, I think I took it out.
There he is.
And there we go.
Oh.
We got the Chaos Emerald that he stole.
Is he dead?
Wait. Yay, we freed Knuckles.
Yay.
Our friend.
Aw.
Oh.
And so this would go on to the final boss if we had collected all the Chaos Emeralds, but we didn't. So here's the main credits sequence. And then while that's playing, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the cheat code. Okay. There's 2 codes I want to use here. Yay, so that's Sonic Triple Trouble 16 bits. Alright, let's take a look at what's going on in the chat here. Oh, Nav was here. Roof is here. Oh my gosh. I love that you guys are both like fastest in the West, like trying to get the same picture. Like, it's so fun. I took a walk yesterday and saw 2 kittens. Aww. It's so cute. So here's a little medley. So Noah did a lot of the composing and arranging for this version. But yeah, the original Triple Trouble referred to Eggman, Knuckles, and Fang. But in this one, Metal Sonic has taken over Knuckles.
I think that's better than just like, you tricked me again.
Well, unfortunately, that is not the last time that this would happen.
Knuckles.
This is a common thread in a lot of stories with Knuckles, unfortunately.
He punch big, he do not think big.
Yeah, exactly. He is, you know, he get Eggman tricks him a number of times. So Knuckles has a reputation for being gullible.
He's doing his best.
So did Sega like hire the guy that made this game?
Not yet. But there were some other Sonic fan creators who Sega did hire later, which we'll get to later on in the adventure. So
Nice.
see, still got some left. All right. But we did unlock Knuckles' story. Yay!
The boy.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at the sound test. First of all, we'll do 19. Whoops. Oh man, that's gonna take a while to get to. Maybe I can do it. Wait, is there a... Wait, hold on. There's gotta be a better way to do this. There we go. Okay, so 19. 94. 10. 18. There we go. So little diddling activated the Insta Shield. Now let's do the okay. This is gonna be 16, 23, 91, 07. There we go. Free play. Or maybe it's main game, story mode. There we go. This one is a clear save file. So that's, what is this? Is this the final boss zone? Okay. Let's just go then. We'll play this file, and we'll go to. We'll replay the final boss here. See, look, and now I have the insta shield. I am a big insta shield fan.
You're so powerful.
I love the insta shield. The insta shield should always be accessible. I'm a big fan of like super powered Sonic, which is spin dash, peel out, drop dash, and insta shield. All of them. That is my favorite way to play Sonic.
All of the power.
All the different abilities. Alright. See, look, I can get all these hits in. Just with my insta shield.
Here he comes.
There he goes.
I love him.
Who, Eggman?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm a big fan of him.
Alright, so now we've got all the Chaos Emeralds. Let's go rescue Knuckles.
Knuckles,
Knuckles.
we're gonna hold his hand.
An embrace of some sort may be shared.
I love them.
They are blue and red. Oh. Oh! The Metal Sonic's still here. He's got Fang!
Bang!
Uh-oh. He took a hold of the he took a hold of the copied Chaos Emerald. Oh no!
He's very fast.
Ow.
Oof.
Oof. Oh my gosh. Wow.
That's so
Wow.
rude.
Owie.
Uh-oh. He's made copies of all of them. Uh-oh. He's turned into
Oh my
rocket.
God.
He's turned into rocket metal. Oh! Triple trouble indeed. Come on, Sonic, get
Oh
up.
my God.
This is so cool. Oh no.
Very cinematic for
It
like a real
is.
2D.
I mean, Sonic 3 was kind of like this. There's like all those
He's
cinematics.
dead.
No, he's okay. All right, let's do this.
It's time.
All right, let's do this.
The final trouble.
I know. It's so.
We're in space.
Oh, I see. I gotta shoot the balls into him. Because otherwise his shield is too powerful to get into. There we go. Alright, Kirby boss.
Oh my God.
Big Cuphead energy.
Yes.
Come on. And rocket metal you will also see later, kind of. There's a lot in this game taken from like the obscure 90s Sonic games. some of which we'll play later. Oh, we're kind of like descending into the atmosphere.
Oh my god. They can breathe again.
Ugh. I have to keep collecting these rings or else I'm not gonna be able to make it through. Right? Because the supersonic, you lose a ring every second.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he can be crushed.
Yep. And these things keep pushing me back.
I feel like a little kid who like learns a very mundane fact about the world, and then I'm just very.
It's like, did you
concerned about
know?
it for the rest of forever.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
What's he doing here?
Oh,
Oh
shoot.
my god.
He's a real boy.
Whoa. He's
That's a
evolving.
legendary Pokemon.
Uh-oh, I'm about to lose rings. Holy moly.
Uh-oh.
Ugh. Okay, I should probably just take a moment just to collect some rings and... Oh my god, that blast can make me... These can make me lose some rings. That's why I ran out so quickly. I'm not even noticing. Oh no, no!
Oh no!
Oh.
Ah!
Oh my god. Oh my god. He's dead.
And it starts me all the way back.
He died.
Man, this is tough. I guess all you have to do is just, like, go into that and then... Okay. I don't know how many hits I have to land on him. On a Sunday, riding my bike. I notice many things that look alike. Okay, so clearly, based on the amount of hits that he takes, like, the background starts to change, right? Okay. So I have a lot more, I'd have a lot more rings this time around.
You got this.
So you have to hit his middle.
Do it.
That's where the laser comes from.
Oh my god.
We're getting close.
Or maybe the head also. No, just the middle.
We're almost to the ground.
We are almost to the ground. Oh gosh. I think these make me lose, what, 5 rings at a time? There we go. Come on. Oh my god, he's...
Was he evolving again?
Oh my god.
He's even bigger.
He's big!
He's bigger. He's better.
It's a mega evolution.
It's no match for Mr.
The
Incredible.
the Dynamax.
Oh
Sword and
gosh.
Shield Dynamax.
Yeah.
Where you get big.
No.
Oh my god. Oh
Oh.
my god.
I didn't... Oh god, I wasn't prepared for finger mashing, for button mashing. Come on. There we go.
The beam struggle.
Gotta. Nice. Sweet.
There he goes.
There he goes. Oh. Oh, and Fang makes it out too.
Bang!
There goes the Atomic Destroyer. Boom. Yay. Aw.
He's going.
Cool. Thanks for playing.
Wow.
Ooh.
Did you play play. You can now play as Fang.
You can be him.
In free play. Let's take a look. So there's not like a full story for him, but I guess you can play as him. I think this is Metal Sonic too. I don't think I've ever tried playing as him. Let's give it a shot. Let's do Sunset Park 1. Oh!
He's bouncy.
He's got a triple jump.
The
And he's got a gun.
You can roll.
Side B. What is this?
This is the best Sonic character.
For Fang's neutral special, he wields a gun. It's like a little pop gun too. I did not have any rings. This is so cool.
Look at him roll.
Look at him go.
He doesn't really tuck as good as like Sonic and Tails do.
No, very much not.
He's kind of just tumbling.
I love the way that he spin dashes though. It's so fun. This is so cool. There was a period of time when like the only Sonic fans who had any kind of like currency with Sega were ones who like thought that Sonic's whole extended cast of friends was annoying. And so as a result, you couldn't play as like other characters besides Sonic for like a long time. And only recently have they started to remedy that. It was also, I think, there was also an impulse behind it that was like, we gotta figure out how to refine Sonic gameplay before we, like, try to, like, try a bunch of other characters too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
In the 3D games, is mostly what I'm talking about. Okay.
Look
So
at
that's,
this little guy.
yay!
Think about how much better Sonic Frontiers would be if you could play as Fang the Jerboa.
Well, soon you'll be able to play as Tails and Knuckles and Amy in Sonic Frontiers.
That's extremely good.
Isn't it?
That makes me very happy.
Okay, now, that was Triple Trouble. So now we're going to switch over to the next thing. I think I can share my OBS with you guys, and this should be where this comes up. Okay, let's make sure that everything is what I thought. I did test this before the stream started. That's why it took a while. But I want to make sure that it's still working correctly. Let me go ahead and turn off my PC controller and switch over to this screen. Put on my oversized headphones, plug this into the TV, and actually before I do, let me demonstrate to you what I'm playing this on. So, the successor to the Genesis is the Sega Saturn, right? But there was a period of time when Donkey Kong Country had come out on Super Nintendo, and it looked so good that Sega was like, damn, we can't really do that with just Genesis hardware. And so they tried to do all kinds of things to improve the life of the Genesis, including the Sega 32X, which would give you 32-bit graphics and music on the Genesis by just plugging it into the cartridge slot. It did not do well, though, because people realized, well, why would I buy this when I could just buy the Saturn when that comes out? Because it was like, they announced this alongside the Saturn, and they were like, who's going to buy this when the Saturn is just going to come out, right? So it did not do well. But they did put out one Sonic game on the 32X, which they tried a lot of different things at that time. At some point, there was a game based on the SatAM TV show that was being considered for 32X. But the one that they did end up doing is Knuckles Chaotix.
Oh.
This is a reproduction cartridge, I should say, because the actual Chaotix is it's very rare and expensive. So let's make sure that this works. There we go. Let me know how the audio and everything is. I don't know if you guys will get audio through, but just let me know. Are you hearing music?
No.
I'm not.
Okay. Then let me try one thing. I mean, it's okay if you don't, because, like, the music isn't the most important thing for this one. Let's see if I can change the monitoring device here. If I did this, you still can't hear it?
Nope.
No.
Okay, that's fine. Alrighty, so I think at some point I did try to get this set up with like what is it? Like virtual cables and stuff. I'll get that all figured out for the next time, probably. But for now, here is Knuckles Chaotix. So this came out. So we are now in 1995.
Moved on.
Let me see if I can tell you guys the story in Knuckles Chaotix. There are two stories, one in the Japanese manual and one in the Western manual. Here's the Japanese manual story. A mysterious island rose from the sea shortly after the events of Sonic and Knuckles. Dr. Eggman discovered the island and found a mysterious small ring inscribed with descriptions of a lost civilization. Additionally, Eggman discovered a special ring, identical to the ones on the floating island. These special rings create a mysterious dimensional space filled with the Master Emerald Pillar's energy, which crystallized and formed 6 Chaos Rings. Determined to unlock the secrets of the special rings and the power to summon the Master Emerald, Eggman built his base, the new Tragic High Zone on the island. Before long, Eggman had succeeded in crystallizing energy into his own artificial Dark Rings, which he used to power his new robot army.
I see.
Of course.
I saw Espio and Vector, and I'm excited about that.
Yes, so this is Knuckles Chaotix, the first appearance of a great many characters. So you'll see here in the middle, there's Knuckles and Espio. So Knuckles the Echidna, who's sort of the lead here. There's Espio the Chameleon. Who is that to the right of Espio the Chameleon?
It's him.
It's Mighty.
Mighty.
It's Mighty the Armadillo.
Aww.
There he is.
Boy, my son.
Above Mighty, we have Charmy Bee, originally from the Sonic 1 manga. And to the left, we have Vector the Crocodile, who was one of the first Sonic characters to be created. He was intended to be part of Sonic's band that would be on the sound test screen, but that got cut. So here we go.
The squad.
So what is the American story?
Oh yeah, the American story. Knuckles guards Carnival Island, a large high-tech amusement park. Dr. Robotnik goes there to steal the power emerald that powers the whole island so he can use it to power his evil devices. Dr. Robotnik traps Vector, Charmy, and Mighty, who were visiting the island, in the Combi Confiner, a machine Robotnik built that freezes them in time, and it's about to do the same to Espio until Knuckles chases him away. Knuckles then discovers he can rescue one friend at a time using ring power, which holds the two partners together like a rubber band. All of the characters, plus Heavy, the robot, and Bomb, work together to save Carnival Island from Robotnik. So the plot doesn't matter, clearly. Let's see, what else is going on here? I think there's a way that you can turn on manual saving, but I don't know how to do it. Okay. Alright, so let's start over manual saving. Let's do this. Alright, so here we have
There
Knuckles. Hi.
you go.
He can
Oh
glide.
my gosh.
He can spin dash. But the physics are all pretty funky. Actually, you know what I can probably do? Let me see if I can, there's no way that I can put both. Actually, you know what? Here's what I'll do. Let me open up, what's this thing called? Oh no, this is what I had earlier. This is what I had set up. I remember I did have a setup for this. Let me, what was this called? Windowed preview, right? Yes, windowed preview. Then I would audio capture. I forgot what I used here for audio capture. Let me pull up the instructions for this. I remember I did this where it was like, here's how to make it so you guys could hear the audio in the Discord audio stream. Okay. So let me do this really quick. Stream to OBS. Okay. That's what it was. Okay. I'm going to open the volume mixer, which I can do from here by pressing this button. Then you change the output device for default. No, you change this to something I'm not using, so cable input.
Koala.
I think this should work, right? Or does this even... Oh, Koala. Yeah, Koala can come on in. I don't know.
Koala join.
Koala!
Hello, Koala.
Hello, it's me, Koala.
Hi, Koala. We're playing Knuckles Chaotix, and I'm trying to get this set up so that you guys can hear the audio from this. So let me see.
It's Sonic.
Let me see if this works.
I love Snock, the Hodge head.
Yeah.
Me too.
He's not in this one.
Yes.
Oh.
In the
Then why is it called the Sonic playthrough series?
Because it is an installment. We're playing through an installment of the Sonic platforming franchise, which includes this game but does not have Sonic in it.
But Sonic's not in it.
But there's other.
How can it be a Sonic game if Sonic's not in it?
Because Knuckles is here, and more importantly, Mighty the Armadillo is here.
Mighty the Armadillo is here.
But where is Sonic?
Hold on. Let me now switch over. See if you guys can hear the audio on this one. Where is it? Where is it?
We just learned that the plot of this game is either a hidden civilization that had rings and also dark rings and a master emerald, or
It's a fun carnival.
there's a carnival.
We're at a fun carnival.
It's Carnival Island.
Yes.
You're all cut up.
Why is this happening? Stop. Why? Yeah, I just want this. Why is it?
So,
Yes, sorry, go on.
I was just saying, so like, did they like approach Sonic and they were like, hey, we want to get you in this game? He's like, no, actually, I'm not signing this contract, and he refused to do like this entry because he was too busy doing something else. Was he too busy doing adventure at the time?
Let me,
Sonic, the real person, who records the game.
yeah. Can you
Does his own stuff.
hear the music? No. Okay.
Um,
Next test. um, uh, uh, that's okay. So in that case, then this should be. Huh. Then what does it think? That's so weird. Output device, cable input, input device, cable input.
Koala, who's your favorite Sonic character?
Cream the Rabbit.
That is a great pick. Why does it not?
I remember her because she was in the Sonic Flash game.
Yes, Ultimate Sonic
And I played
Flash.
that as a child.
Ultimate Sonic Flash.
Yes. And I could never get past the second level on it. I'm really bad at Sonic. That's the only Sonic game I've ever played, I hope you know.
Really?
Okay, we all have very minimal Sonic experience, except for Max, who has all the experience.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Smock the Hedgehog.
Okay.
So when you get to Sonic 06, are you gonna like play through that whole game? Are you gonna 100% it?
That is a very good question. I
Are you gonna 100% Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric on both devices?
no.
I've made sure that we're going to play Sonic Boom.
We are.
I'm so excited.
Oh man. Okay. Let me.
My
You
three
said the music.
fire.
Yes, I'm trying to. Okay. Now if I do this, cable input, and then once again, I open up windowed projector, and then say video capture, windowed projector, 100% window size, and then audio capture, cable input, and then once again, no, why does it, what? Why did it do that? Do I have to, okay. Okay, the input device, oh, do I have to do this? Maybe this will work. Maybe this will work. Okay. I'm gonna press play one more time. Is any music coming through?
No.
I did have this working the other day. I don't know why it's not. Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Who's that guy?
Ba-dum, alright.
SBO.
It is SBO. There went
We're
Metal.
connected by the power of the rings.
There goes Metal Sonic.
That's not Sonic.
Nope, it's Metal Sonic.
Why is Metal Sonic in the game but Sonic isn't?
Sonic is busy.
What is
Okay.
he doing? Did they not pay him enough?
Right now.
Alright, so I press the A button to call my partner. Cool. Press B button to hold your partner, and then release the throw. Okay. So it's teaching me the mechanics of how this works. Press C to jump.
Hold him, cherish him.
And then you can also hold it, and then hold D-pad and press B to let go, and then you go like wing.
Whoa.
So this was
So
their.
fun.
Let's do it again. Nah, I'm good. I'll leave. Okay, so this was their attempt to do something new and interesting, like mechanically, clearly. Okay, you can also, if you stand next to someone, you can pick them up and throw them.
He has this if you hold him.
Oh, now I'm big. Because I picked up the big one. And now I'm climbing the wall. And now I'm up here. Oh, now I'm speed shoes. My big is running out. But now I'm fast.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This game's kind of a mess if you haven't noticed.
What's going on?
Alright. Right. Okay, so now I have to go over here. No, stay. Alrighty. Cool. The music here is actually pretty neat.
You should sing it for us.
I was gonna say the exact same thing. That was great.
Actually, I lied. I do have more Sonic knowledge.
What?
I watched that one video about the Sonic comics, and I was like, oh no.
Which one?
It was like the guy who made all the Knuckles comics or whatever.
Oh yeah, Ken Penders.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
And Penders.
yeah.
That's
That's an
such a
excellent
name.
He sounds like an Ace Attorney, like, witness who's like a writer.
Yes.
Alright, I want to get up there because I want to show you what these are. But I don't know if it'll let me.
Whoa!
What's going on? Why did you get close to the screen?
Because I pressed A, which, like, calls him to me.
Breaks out of the screen.
You're coming with me!
Oh,
An absolute nightmare.
There we go. So this, now that I have this, I believe what this does is, now if I ever take damage from, like, enemies, they will appear as, like, a lot of, like, very large rings, and not, like, a lot of very small ones.
Is that good?
Yes, like, they're easier to collect, basically, to pick up.
Okay.
Right. Come with me, buddy.
Little friend.
Holds you gently in my hand.
Knuckles, you have to love and cherish your friends, or else you can't win.
I thought you were gonna say, Knuckles, it's been years since the accident. You have to let me go.
Oh,
Now I am big. Now I am big.
So if you are big, does that mean he is little?
Oh.
Little.
This is. This
So big
is.
and strong, carry your legal friend.
Oh.
This game is so busted.
What is this level design? It's just going back and forth to go up.
Yep. For some reason, this game has never been re-released. It's only ever been put out on 32X.
I wonder why.
Oh, trust me. The quality of a Sonic game is no guarantee of whether or not it gets re-released. Otherwise, we would never see Sonic Blast ever again. Anyway, the next game that we're gonna play in the sequence is Sonic Blast. I climb.
Oh my gosh, you do climb.
Speaking of big, let's be little.
Little?
Oh, you're so
Little.
nice. Look at him go.
Oh,
This, what level design this is? You're just climbing up a wall while a guy bounces behind you.
Oh. Nice! We cleared the level, and I jumped into a big ring at the end.
Wow.
Here's the special stages.
Whoa. Oh boy.
Oh my god, I love Run from Cool Math Game.
I gotta collect blue spheres. Specifically, this is the power of the Sega 32X.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
I
no.
really wish they weren't building it in front of you. That just
Sega does what Nintendo
Oh.
don't.
This was the first attempt at 3D gaming.
because they Nintendo shouldn't.
You wanna play Doom on the 32X?
No,
I have it.
No.
I'll just pull it out.
No.
We'll have a great time.
no. I
Please.
mentally feel like I'm getting motion sickness watching this, which is impressive because I don't have motion sickness.
Cool.
How many more do I have to get now?
Oh,
0.
Another 4. Alright. Where are you, blue spheres?
This
There's one.
is
this,
special.
this is literally just Run.
This is something
This
special.
is pod
alright?
racing.
No, I missed it. Uh-oh.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Forced out. Too bad.
Exit the world entrance screen to save the game.
The entrance to that.
Anyway, who would you like to play as?
Like. Yay.
Who is Mighty the Armadillo? Why have I never heard of this character?
I love it.
Alright.
He's my friend.
Wait, this is Vector the Crocodile? Ignore every bad thing I have said. This game has Vector the Crocodile.
And Charlie-
Play him.
Vector's actually one of the better characters to be QH. Let's see if we can get him from the whatchamacallit. Okay. So there are 5 levels, or 5 attractions, I should say. Each of them has like 5 acts as well. I don't know if I'll actually play through the whole thing, to be honest. I'm kind of a little whatever. No! No, I got heavy! Damn it. I was going for Vector.
Vector the Crocodile. I don't even know who this is.
This is Heavy. He is Heavy. There are literally 2 characters, Heavy and Bomb, who's only here to be like the bad choices.
Oh.
And you select which level
Why
you go
would
to
they-
next by clicking this, by like doing it by roulette.
Why? Who designed this?
Casino Island.
Welcome to Amazing Arena.
I'm sure it'll be amazing.
See, look. Wow, I'm so
Oh,
fast.
This is really good.
You know what this Sonic game really needs? A character that makes you go slow.
Yep.
This is too fast.
See what I'm playing Sonic Unleashed, I guess?
Oh, we'll get there. Oh,
Can't wait. I can't wait to see the Werehog stages.
oh, okay. Heavy, do you mind? Do you mind?
Looks painful.
You have -10 rings.
Yes, because I
What
used
is happening?
This is what happens when you pick up, which is what happens when you get heavy.
Oh.
Come on.
You know they did not go through these stages with these guys in mind.
I was gonna be like, are you able to like, no, you have to figure out how to get up there. Oh, actually, you know what I can do that I forgot that I can do? I can, with Mighty, you can wall jump.
Oh. He's so talented.
Look at him go. Look at my son.
Look at my son. He's very talented.
I don't need these things. I can just frickin' like shoot up walls.
Is that Mighty the Armadillo's ability?
In this game, yes.
I see Mighty the Armadillo.
No, I'm small. I'm small. I have no money. Play Knuckles Chaotix, they said. It would be fun, they said.
Aren't you having fun?
Knuckles Chaotix, when the level design isn't go back and forth, up and down, back and forth, up and down.
You're like, are you having fun? And I'm like, I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. Where do I go? Oh, there we go.
On a scale of Knuckles Chaotix to 10, how much fun are you having?
I am certainly having Knuckles Chaotix amount of fun.
Excellent.
Okay, I think I unlocked an area somewhere.
That's a bit chaotic, Knuckles.
Oh yeah, Chaotix ends up becoming the name of like this group of like the rest of the cast of this game. So Espio, Charmy, Vector end up becoming known as the Chaotix. Oh, there we go. Now I've switched out Mighty. Now I've switched out Heavy with Bomb.
The other good one.
Indeed, the opposite. Oh, see, look, big ring. I got everything all in one ring. That's what the blue ring did for me. What can the blue ring do for you? Uh-oh, he turned back into Heavy. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having so much fun.
Oh yeah.
This is great.
What I'm thinking at this point, there is a whole like end boss here where like Metal Sonic becomes like a red Metal Sonic called Metal Sonic Kai, but we've kind of already seen that. Yeah, make your jokes. Oh, hello.
Is he crying? Why is he covering his face? Is he like...
What is happening?
Very sad.
When you really want to show off your 32-bit system, and you don't care how the hell you do it.
Wow, now you can Knuckle Chaotix in 32-bit. Watch out, it's counting down for some reason.
I know. I don't know.
Watch out, give me time.
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
What just happened?
He's gone.
I don't know.
This is a Knuckles
I was going to play this game in its entirety. I think I'm okay. I don't think we need to subject ourselves to that.
Play Knuckles Chaotix, they said. It's a functioning game, they said.
It
I'm-
sure does work.
It has its fans. And I kind of get it because it's like interesting and different. You know?
Yeah, did they ever do the ring mechanic again?
Not in this exact way, but I think they kind of did something similar for Sonic Advance 3. Okay, thank you.
I just kept my knitting. I was so distracted
Alright.
by the glory of my boy.
Let's see if I can actually... Let's... Alright. Let's go back to... Let's try out Vector. Look at this guy.
He's a crocodile.
He is a crocodile.
Oh yeah, best part of this game.
And he can just like shoot in all these different directions. And he's really fast and he's really strong. He kind of just is the best character.
What is Vector the crocodile?
Alright. Let's try for something else.
Go for heavy again.
You got it.
Let's go, heavy!
I didn't mean to do that.
The best character.
I thought you were just committing to the bit.
This is a bit I do not really feel like I want to commit to. Alright.
Get me out of this bit.
Get me out of this 32 bit. More like it.
Exactly.
Here's Botanic Bass. At least the music is pretty good. Oh wait.
Yeah, imagine experiencing this, but it's dead silent. that's what we're doing.
Anyway, I'm bass.
Imagine you are sitting in your room at night. It is dark. Suddenly, your computer turns on. Vector the crocodile is there.
Find the computer room! We'll see plenty of Vector in the future.
Oh boy.
And imagine, what voice would you give to this guy? Just out of curiosity.
I feel
Mamma
like if you're
mia.
acting, then it's gonna have a subversive voice.
What would that be for you?
Hey guys, I'm Vector the crocodile.
I'm Vector the crocodile.
I'm Vector
No,
the crocodile.
You guys, that's just your voices. Like I don't.
We're not the voice actors.
Vector the crocodile?
Well, we do have a voice actress here.
We do.
I don't know what you want me to say. It's Vector the crocodile.
Anyway, that was a lot faster of a level.
Oh, wait, it's over. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Look at him
You
go.
got through.
Look at him go. He's jamming.
Oh, yeah.
So excited.
I think Vector the crocodile will sound exactly like a Larry Butt. I
Yes.
think that is the.
I think they'd get along.
They would.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, I'm so confused why this isn't working though. Like the audio. Like what is going on? Why is this
It's
not
just a Knuckle Chaotix moment.
configure audio devices? It's gotta be.
Baldur's Gate 3 is looking kind of insane, gotta be honest.
Could romance the
Very-
crocodile.
Oh, I wish you could.
Wait, I think I know what to do. Hold on. I'm just gonna take this moment while Vector is jamming over there to see if I can set up this. Do I still have voice meter on here? No. Okay. How about audio cable? What if I, wait, audio, wait. I was like, can I make the audio from this go into the cable? Maybe? Sound settings. More sound settings. Cable. Configure. Stereo. Okay, I do have a mic here. Because what I can do is I can make, like, I can make you guys hear the game audio through Discord, like through my Discord call, but you won't be able to hear me.
Well, I don't
I
think that's the
prefer to hear you.
ideal.
What?
I don't think that's ideal.
Exactly. Yeah.
We prefer to hear you.
So let me. Okay, there's one way I know how to do this, which is let me download. I don't know, banana. And we're just jamming here. We're just having a good time. I'm so confused why this didn't work before, because I don't understand. Because AV is in. Do I have to? Maybe the difference is. Maybe the difference is actually like what the monitoring device should be. Here. Let's try it with the monitoring device, cable input, video capture, custom area. Whoa, not that. Projector. Start stream. There's still no audio coming through it. That's so weird. Okay, am I missing a step here? Open volume mixer. For each of them, change its output device from default to another device you're not using. Maybe let's try this. Oh, do I have to... I might have to, that should still work. Da, 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 da.
I've got some research talks now.
Sweet. Hell yeah.
Eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up.
Reese's Puff, Reese's Puff.
There must just not be any audio coming out of this. Maybe that's the issue.
We really don't need to hear the Knuckles Chaotix music.
I've like almost got it. You're like, oh yeah, sure, whatever.
No, I believe that you can get it.
Okay.
This is what Knuckles Chaotix does to him.
Oh, I see. He's just procrastinating on it. He doesn't want to play more Knuckles Chaotix.
That's
Listen,
so understandable.
listen.
In the next stream, Max will show us a 5-hour PowerPoint on paint drying, and it'll not play Sonic.
Okay. So hardware input, this is going to be...
This can make it interesting.
He would.
Okay, I know what to do here. So this is going to be hardware out. Cable input. hardware input. Okay, so this will have both the game audio and my mic, and it's coming out the virtual cable. So then all I have to do is get rid of this. Don't switch yet. I will share my OBS screen with you. I guess I could share the. Well, it doesn't matter. I can just keep sharing. I'll just keep sharing this, and you guys still can't hear the audio. But if I switch my input device,
Max, I'm so sorry.
what's up?
Oh, wait.
Oh my god, the music.
Could you hear it along with my voice?
Oh.
Oh.
No, yes.
My God.
No, okay, so the technical answer to that question is yes, but because we can only hear the music when you are talking, so we can only hear the music along to your voice.
Okay, I understand. Let me let me change one last thing then. Can you hear me?
Max is becoming Knuckles Chaotix.
They're merging together.
Dr. Eggman got to him.
No.
There's gotta be some way that, like, this will happen the whole time. Like, even when I'm not... Huh. Like, you can hear the music now, right?
Yes?
Only when you're talking.
Even now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got this. Hold on. Hold on. I got this. I can do this. I promise. Okay. So, I've just gotta turn... Okay. Is it doing that thing where, like, it'll keep cutting out? I don't even know. Man, all I want to do is to be able to stream the audio from this to OBS. Is that too, or to Discord? Is that too much to ask? Apparently so. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. Let me switch it back to normal.
Now we no longer hear you.
Okay, can you...
I hear myself.
You can hear yourself now?
I hear me.
Okay.
I don't like that.
This should just be the...
We're descending into madness.
It's our stream now, Max.
Hey guys, today we're gonna have a 10-hour PowerPoint on the lore of Wizard 101.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm into it.
I love Wizard 101.
So, the first thing that we need to talk about with Wizard 101, your character is from Earth.
Uh-huh.
Really?
In the beginning,
So am I.
Merle Ambrose is specifically like, we're taking this kid from a world that doesn't have magic
Oh.
and putting him into this magic school. Keep in mind, this is a child. And I don't think there's like a process. They like choose a child and they just take them. They don't like consult their parents or anything. This
No permission.
old
no.
man kidnapped a child and it's like, you're gonna learn magic now. And then immediately they have to fight one of the most powerful evil sorcerers in the world.
Yeah, they attack the school during your orientation.
Oh,
It's
no.
great.
That doesn't sound great.
No.
you're only the lucky thing
Wait.
is that
Wait.
Ooh,
the headmaster is like, oh well,
And hear the
Uh,
music.
You hear it?
Yeah.
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 You're still echoing a lot.
It's like we're in a cave.
You're echoing?
Yes.
Okay, I think I know where that's coming from. Let me fix that.
We're trapped in a cave with Sonic Chaotix.
There we go.
No, not. We got out.
Oh my god. We're free.
You know what it was?
What?
What was it?
I didn't have audio monitoring on for AVN. That's it. That's all it was. Anyway,
It's any consolation. That sounds complicated. So
anyway, welcome to Knuckles Chaotix. Let's actually try to do some fun stuff here.
We will have fun.
Switch out the middle one, please. Yes! That's what I was looking for! Woo! Here we go. Now we can enjoy Knuckles Chaotix.
oh.
Alright, so now we're going to Techno Tower. Whee!
Backward space in the chat says that Vector is on a quest to find God. Can you confirm or deny?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
Only Vector knows.
Don't you have a degree in theology?
My degree in theology does not apply to Vector the Crocodile. I know, it's a worthless piece of paper. What good is my theology degree if I can't use it to explain the mysteries of Vector the Crocodile?
You can't answer the difficult questions.
What does the Bible say about Vector?
Well, the Bible does actually mention crocodiles.
Yeah?
Yeah. Kind of.
Explain.
Are you familiar with the Book of Job?
Oh yeah. I love Good Omen.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is job an acceptable pronunciation?
No.
Okay, I had a priest.
It's like in
My mom only called it job.
it's like in Ghost Trick. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I just love the. It's like in Ghost Trick. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. There's a character that people think is pronounced O, but it's people think it's pronounced ow, but it's pronounced O.
Oh, is saying his name a spoiler?
I guess probably not. Like the
I
fact.
say Jow.
Yeah, Joud was my initial instinct, but the original hiragana is actually Jodo. So the assumption is that it's actually supposed to be pronounced Jode.
As a red-blooded American.
But the thing is, it's clobbering time. I was gonna make a joke about like the original hiragana of the Bible actually pronounces it Jobo. which I think is a good joke, but like
That's excellent.
the mangaka actually intended.
An allusion to the.
Yeah, the
Grapes of
the grapes
Wrath.
of wrath with the breastfeeding scene.
Of this manga.
Yeah,
No, I just like titties. God be like,
I'm gonna cry.
I just love the idea of I mean, because there's already like the joke about like the Jesus fandom or whatever, but I just love the joke of like theologians trying to like interpret scripture the same way that like anime fans in the West talk about their favorite anime.
You think there's like news are like, nah, the dub of the Bible is better than the sub. You gotta.
Oh, that's the difference between Protestants and Catholics.
Which one's which?
Obviously, sub only is Protestants, because that's like sola scriptura. And Catholics are the people who are like, sub or dub is fine. I can make that joke.
That's good.
The trick is, if it's the correct opinion, then it's the Catholics. I
I'm
can't.
trying to see why these guys fight so much.
What? Yeah.
Who fights?
Oh, Catholics and Protestants.
Oh.
Protestants
Oh,
and the Protestants.
yeah.
Me when I am Ireland in the 1900s.
In now.
In the today, yeah.
Do you guys remember that Amazon help tweet that was like, "We're sorry for the troubles," and then everyone quote tweeted it like, "Wow, I didn't know it was Amazon this whole time."
Oh, look at him do.
And you know what it was? It was about someone who was trying to like I think someone in Ireland who was trying to watch like a British like soccer game or something on the Amazon Prime, like a live broadcast, which made it which made it even better. All right, hi Mighty.
Him. Son.
The prototype for this game was called Sonic Crackers,
Oh?
What?
which, I mean, your guess is as good as mine, TBH. I think maybe it might have supposed to have been Sonic Clackers, because you're like clacking around. It's like the ball that you like clack
yeah.
around, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe they were gonna like release like a tie-in. It was gonna be, nice animal crackers.
but it was like it was a test of like the game mechanics with Sonic and Tails. But Sonic and Tails, aren't in the final game. Although actually, once you clear the final boss in like the end screen, like the true final boss, in the end screen, Sonic and Tails show up like on the biplane in the victory screen. So the idea was maybe they were intended to be in the game at some point, and then they were not.
Maybe they were the allusion to the Grapes of Wrath.
That really got me.
What the?
The crackers.
Oh, I was like,
That really got me.
I was like, how?
Sonic crackers.
I was like, how far are we going back? I'm like, was it the part about where I was like, the original mangaka actually intends that it's pronounced Jobo?
I've been getting got this whole night.
Clearly.
Maybe the real.
So, I'm afraid to ask, but what did the crocodiles do in Job?
Oh, right. I forgot to even mention that. Oh,
What were those crocodiles up to?
well,
Yeah.
I lost my partner
Probably
when
something good.
I lost my partner when I got 0 rings, which made the game actually playable for a second.
Oh.
Oh well. Anyway,
Be nice to my son.
no, it's not Mighty's fault. It's these freaking rings. I mean, it's kind of fun and interesting and cool, but like, it's so janky. Like the level design is so jank, which it kind of has to be in order for you to like actually like use the mechanics to how it's fully intended. But like, it's wild. Anyway, crocodiles.
Hey there.
So, are you familiar with the story of Job, like how it goes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so at the end, God appears, right? God's voice.
Hi, God.
God speaks out of the whirlwind, and one of the things that he says is basically he's talking about like all the stuff that like God has created in the world and like done to establish like the order of the universe, which includes defeating the great evil sea monsters, including Behemoth. And Behemoth is actually just straight up a crocodile. Because
Oh, wait, God was like, I've defeated a great beast. It's just a crocodile?
well, you have to understand that in ancient Israel, crocodiles were a very exotic sea creature.
That's so good.
And hey, you know what else? People are like, huh, crocodile. You guys know though that like crocodiles are like the pinnacle of evolution, right? They've been around for
they're little
literally
guys.
millions of years because they're already the perfect like. You know what I'm talking about?
You're already perfect.
Like,
Yeah.
like
I
crocodiles.
thought the pinnacle was crab. Like we all become crab.
No, it's crocodiles.
There have been several independent instances of lobsters becoming crabs.
There's like the whole thing where it's like the perfect cycle of evolution is to become crab.
Maybe the real crab is the friends we meet along the way. Maybe we are crabs.
Whoa.
Yes, SBO. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is what I was waiting on.
Are you crab?
You should be.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Actually, maybe we just do Sonic Blast, like, now. Because I don't even know if I'm going to do the full thing of Sonic Blast anyway. Like, to actually try to get Chaos Emeralds or whatever.
The Chaos Emerald.
What?
The Chaos Emerald.
Oh, Lizzie just shared a scientific diagram in the chat.
Oh. I'm gonna have to take a look at that in a sec.
What is Lizzie sharing?
It's the crab cycle. And there's only one step, and it is crab.
Yeah.
I think they're playing off the Krebs cycle,
You know,
but I also think
I
just like
have like tuberculosis right now, and you're making me laugh,
I'm
and so
so
it's making me cough. Lizzie, I need you to stop being funny. I'm
so
sorry.
sorry.
I have a medical condition, and you cannot be funny.
You are medically not allowed to be funny.
My
Wait.
There has to be
doctor.
some kind of evolutionary advantage to be this crab-like shape, Bracken Grimson says.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krab?
Important scientific article.
SpongeBob, Patrick, Sandy, Plankton.
Does this mean we're gonna become crabs?
Yeah.
Trans
The only way we can
transhumanism, but it's literally just become crab.
become a
you can't
crab.
become crab.
Or it's that Spider-Man comic that's like, but with those resources, you could have cured cancer. I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into.
Become a crab.
I want to turn people into dinosaurs.
That's Lizzie.
Me when I'm a dinosaur kid. I am big. I am now big Vector and small SBO.
Dinosaur author.
All of these moments
Big guy, little guy.
will vanish like tears
That's perfect.
in rain.
They are perfect.
All these moments vanish like tears in rain. No, look at that!
Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh no!
What would you do if you were walking down the street
Oh,
and there was
hello.
a badger?
I'm in a bonus stage.
A badger.
Oh my god! Oh
Yeah.
no! Oh,
Wait,
no.
this actually looks better, to be honest.
Yeah, you're just
I just
walking
thought
down
it was
the
a
street.
loading screen.
Spin.
Oh, we haven't even gotten to the loading screens yet. Like the worst of them.
Yeah, you're walking down the street, suddenly there's a badger. What would you do?
I would not approach the badger.
Koala, you asked earlier about what my plans are for Sonic 06.
Yeah.
I'm considering one of two things. Thing number one is to play through the game as much as I can.
As much as your body will allow you to.
Thing is, I've actually played a decent amount of Sonic 06 in my time. Because my neighbor slash close childhood friend used to had it. So I've played a lot of Sonic 06 in my time. I don't know I don't know if I'm good enough at the game or if the game will even like let me like beat it, right? Or like to actually go through the process of doing that. So I might do that, but I might not. The other course of action would be to, because I have PO6, Project 06, right?
Yeah.
So my other course of action is to play through PO6 and then just like go to the cutscenes, like load up all of the cutscenes of the game, like separately, as we're going through PO6. One of those two. I don't know which one I'm gonna do yet. We'll see how badly I want to die by that point.
Are you gonna play Sonic Robo Blast Persona Edition?
I was not planning on it.
Oh, but it's so great.
But Sonic
Yeah.
Robo Blast is another example of a fan game that's been in development for longer than I've been alive.
Oh my god.
Sonic Robo Blast is insane.
It's pretty cool. Like, I remember looking at YouTube videos of that when I was like 4. And it's like still around. Alright. With Bomb, I've had enough. So, Knuckles Chaotix. By the end, there's a big ass Metal Sonic called Metal Sonic Kai. And then they beat it, and that's it. That's the story. But those are all the characters, right? So that the characters are what's important. And now,
I like Knuckles Chaotix for the lore.
yep.
I guess you could say that game's a bit chaotic.
Wait, hold on. I think I know where to. Where's the best way to play? You know what? You know what?
What?
Wait, actually. I'm going back and forth. I'm trying to figure out the best way to bring up Sonic Blast. I should have done this in advance, but I didn't. There's a few places where I could bring up Sonic Blast. Virtual console. Reception. Sonic Blast has been called one of the worst games in the series. Cool. Where can I play it? It is in Sonic Origins
Me.
Plus, but then I'm gonna have to switch this over to my Switch. But wait, I did actually. Okay. Okay. Okay, I can do this.
Okay.
I can do this. First of all, let's switch over to HDMI input. Next, I'm going to see if I can play this, because this is what Sonic Blast deserves. I'm going to see if I can play this through. Also, we're moving from 1995 into 1996, by the way. And I'll tell you the lore of how, like, what we do, how we get there, as I'll try to set this up. So let's take this out. So I don't need these. Let's go ahead and move this around. Usually I have like another like TV setup over here, but I want to see if I can stream it directly through my, like, just from the Switch into my computer and see if I can actually like play it like that. Okay. HDMI in, deactivate, activate. I'm gonna have to finagle this. US video, deactivate, activate. Come on. Work for me here.
I think I'm gonna head to bed because I am sick, so I should probably rest up.
Yeah, sleeping is a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of
Goodbye.
rest.
Don't worry, I've got the best doctor on the case. Hi, I'm Natasha, an underworld doctor. Feeling
Feeling
sick?
sick?
Really sick?
We all knew immediately.
Yes.
I am feeling sick, Natasha, the underworld doctor.
Why,
Get
yes.
some rest.
Okay. Yes. Og to Ebe.
Adios, and remember, don't pay your taxes.
This is
Will
not legal
do.
advice. The views of Koala do not reflect the views of Solis.
I love Koala.
Just instant disclaimer.
Talk about Koala.
Yes.
Yes, Koala's sick. Literally, but also figuratively.
She's so cool.
Okay, so that was the attempt at doing Sonic on the 32X, right?
Yeah, I hated it.
Right. Not great. Why? This
I don't know why that's in my head.
Maybe I have to do this. This should work. I don't know why it
There's people
isn't.
shouting outside of my door.
That's not good. They shouldn't do that. That's loud. That's annoying. Why does this not want to work? I know this did work before because I had it all set up. Deactivate, activate. Why isn't the video activating? I was like, do I have to close OBS and reopen it? But I'm like, I'm streaming, so I can't do that. Custom resolution? No. What the hecky? Hold on. Let me delete this and then try a different input. Remove HDMI in. And then do, what would this be? Video capture device. HDMI. Not my webcam.
Oh my
There it
gosh,
is.
Max.
There it is.
Hey.
I just had to delete it and put it back in. Okay. Now, I can't hear it through this. Can I? Okay, because I have to monitor and output. Okay, I still can't hear it. You can hear it though, right? The clicks.
Or,
Yes?
No.
No? Am I able to download? Because I'm on the... Okay. You can't hear it. Herm. Properties. Capture audio only. Output desktop audio. Is that what I have to do? How about now?
Yep.
Yes.
You can't hear it.
Yes.
Cool. I cannot. So while this is this is loading up, my webcam seems to be frozen. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. While that's happening, I'm gonna move over the other TV that I have over there and set it up here so that I can hear it through, or maybe it doesn't matter, but I'm gonna do it anyway because it's funny. Which also means I have to take away everything that's already on here. My whole setup for the Genesis and the 32X and everything that I have. Oh my gosh. You wanna know another reason why the 32X is terrible? It runs on its own power adapter. And not just its own power. A whole ass brick. In addition to the whole ass brick that the Genesis already runs on. And if you're trying to do a game that's Sega CD and 32X, that's 3 whole power bricks you need. It is the wildest thing. Okay. Oh boy. Let's get rid of all this. Plug these. Oh my gosh, where's this even going? Oh, that goes back there. I'm just trying to pull stuff off to clear the space. Oh boy. Scoot these down. You guys enjoy the opening cutscene from Sonic Origins. Oh, there's one bit actually from Sonic Origins that I didn't show off before that I would like to show off now, which is the ending cutscenes after you beat Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Go ahead and take a look.
Me.
Yay, isn't that cute? And then they have this little ending.
I like having them hold hands.
They're friends.
It's the power
Yay.
of teamwork.
Isn't that cute? Okay. Okay. Now I just have a couple things to set up here. Switching this over, switching this over. Okay, that's still there. And then this up. That's the USB. That's the wrong way. Okay, so this should be on HDMI 2. Okay, and then almost there. I have a separate like setup here just for like HDMI games, right? Okay. Sweet. Okay. Alrighty. So here's a bunch of those Game Gear like Sonic games. Chaos. So yeah. So we did 1 and 2, and Chaos. There's also a Game Gear version of Sonic Spinball.
Oh my god.
This came out around the same time that the Genesis one did.
Alright, I can probably hang out for another like 20 minutes, I think.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, I'm also getting sleepy.
All right. Okay. You can kind of see. So it's toxic pools instead of toxic caves, and the music isn't nearly as good. But you can see that sure is. It sure is Sonic Spinball on a Game Gear. Immediate death. Then we have Sonic Drift 1 and 2, which is kart racing. This was Japan only.
I'm so excited.
I wasn't even gonna try. I wasn't even gonna play this one, but, like to show it off. But because
Look at Eggman.
I love him.
I don't think I've ever played this game, to be quite honest.
How could you have not played this game?
Okay, so I do have to hold the thing down. Because it's a racing game. It's a Sonic kart racer on the Game Gear. That's the main theme from Sonic CD. Oh, you got it again.
Whoa!
All right.
You're so fast.
This is clearly not the most exciting of kart
This is
racers.
so exciting.
And then we have Sonic Drift 2. Oh, it's the same game, but it's 2-player. Okay, never. Oh, 2 players. All right, that makes sense. Triple Trouble. Hey, take a look. This is what we just did. This is the original version. Oh, isn't that lovely?
Oh.
There's Knuckles. So you can see basically what the original version looked like.
There he goes.
And you can play as either. I guess this is one thing that wasn't in the. You can the little springs here from Sonic Chaos. This is one thing I guess that didn't get carried over. Whee! But yeah, this game is the other one. So this is what originally introduced Fang into the franchise.
Oh boy.
And you have the strike dash. Whee! Da, 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 da. So you can see like the music and stuff matches, which is cool. All right. And now, oh, okay, so yeah, so we've got here. Yeah, we'll take the rest of this time to just speed through some of these other Game Gear games that otherwise I wasn't planning on touching. So this is the sequel to Sonic Drift 2,
Oh my god.
which you can play as Sonic, Knuckles with no K, Fang, Metal Sonic, Eggman, Amy, Tails,
You have to
It's
be
his
Knuckles.
great cousin, Nucleus.
Nucleus,
Please.
Nucleus. And then the rival is gonna be. Oh, so we're gonna be facing off against a few. Emerald Hill, like in Sonic 2. Truly, gaming has never reached these heights ever again. This was really a golden age of gaming.
Look at him go.
I don't know, I was getting pretty mesmerized by it.
Can you believe that that this that the console that this released on couldn't stack up to Nintendo and Tetris on the Game Boy? I sure can't. 2-player Sonic Drift 2. Okay, so these were the others. Yeah, Mean Bean Machine is here, of course, on Game Gear as well. So Tail Sky Patrol was only released in Japan. I actually really like this game. So this is Tails' first spin-off.
Oh.
It's
He's just a little
Look
guy.
at him go! He's doing so good.
It is an auto. It is like an instant. It's like an auto scrolling platformer.
Not so much platforming when you can fly, huh?
Yeah. It's kind of weird, like, cause it can get crushed by like the movement of the screen and
You get
stuff.
crushed.
You can get crushed.
Oh my god.
Yes, you can get crushed. So on. It's just kind of weird. And then the other one, which the Sea Fox was originally from, right, that little submarine, is Tails Adventure. Thank you.
Oh.
Gorgeous.
Man.
Or Tails Adventures, rather. New game. Just give it a whirl. So, it's like... Oh my god, what? It's like an RPG. Okay, Poloi Forest, here we go. There's these little ducks that are... It's like a side-scrolling adventure game. But, you know, you're not going fast.
That's not
You
Tails'
gotta.
thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like strategic, like, and so on.
Gotta go smart.
Yes, exactly. That's Tails's thing.
Gotta go fly.
All right, and then the beloved Sonic Labyrinth, beloved in scare quotes. Um, this is in this game. Robotnik has stolen Sonic's speed shoes and replaced them
Ooh.
with slowdown shoes, where he cannot move fast.
Oh.
Also, man, that the filter on this is so messy. You can spin dash all over the place, but you can't run or jump.
Gotta go slow.
The goal is to find 3 keys and make it to the exit. It's like this isometric point of view, right? Boing. There's another one. Oh, that enemy had a key. They just
There's
kind of
so much noise.
this was the era when they just slapped anything. Oh, right. And if you get hit, your keys drop and you have to recover them. This was the era when you could just kind of put the name Sonic on anything. It didn't have to be related to Sonic. Like, this game isn't really a Sonic game, you know? It's just it's just an isometric puzzle platformer.
But it has him in it.
Yes, it
So
does.
clearly it is Sonic.
Right.
But they had to slow him down.
Except when he's going to this level at 765 kilometers per hour, apparently. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And so on. And now, ultimately, I was planning on playing through this whole thing, but I don't think I will. It just gets better.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Welcome to Sega's attempt at doing Donkey Kong Country on an 8-bit console.
Oh.
Oh.
There they are.
That's them.
This came out the same year. So this is 1996 we're in now. What do you think? Sonic or Knuckles?
Knuckles.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Green Hill
Look.
Zone.
Oh no.
Oh.
No.
Mm.
No for me, dog.
This is something special.
Oh, yeah. It feels just as bad as it looks. This is somehow the least playable. This is the last of the Sonic platformers on the Game Gear and the least playable.
This feels like a fan game.
What?
Except, did you see that fan game? It's
A fan game.
Oh,
not good enough to be a fan game.
I was about to say
a-
that is an insult to the respectable, like.
I mean, I'm imagining like somebody's first fan game,
Right.
and they're just grabbing like free textures off of the internet and putting things together.
This is like that so retro gif of Mario. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway.
Yes.
So this is Sonic Blast. So the story of this game is not even that very interesting. What is interesting is the story of what was happening around this time. So the Sega Genesis was a big hit for Sega in the West. In Japan, it was third place behind the Super Nintendo and the PC Engine, which is the TurboGrafx 16. But in North America, and especially in Europe, the Genesis was doing amazing, right? That's really where Sega's thing was. But obviously, Sega's home turf was Japan. And so Sega of Japan put basically everything they had into the Sega Saturn as the successor console to the Genesis. It was disc-based. It was 32-bit. It was like powerful. And it was meant to compete with the upcoming not only whatever Nintendo's next console would be, but also Sony was about to enter the gaming sphere for the first time with a console called the PlayStation, and no one really knew if that would do any well. But Sega wanted to get ahead of the PlayStation and announced the original planned release date for the Saturn was I'm in a special stage, I guess. Cool. The original planned release date for the Saturn was November of 1995. So all of the developers were basically operating on, okay, November 1995. That's when our game's going to be out. When the console's going to be out. So they were making games for the Saturn and whatnot, right? Then at E3 that year, it was like one of the first E3s. Sega instead announced that the Saturn was releasing that day. This was in May.
Oh.
What?
Sega had 3 games ready to go, and every other developer was caught completely off guard because they wanted to get the jump on the PlayStation, right? Which was scheduled to come out in the fall. Until the PlayStation announced that they would be $100 cheaper than the Saturn.
Oh.
So those things combined effectively killed the Saturn. Killed the Saturn in the West. In Japan, the Saturn did really, really well, actually. Much better than any other of Sega's consoles in Japan, which is wild. Because it just did a blip. It didn't even do a blip anywhere else. But regardless, it was Sega's next-gen console. So there had to be a new Sonic game for it, right?
Right.
And so Sega Technical Institute, who developed Sonic 2 and 3, started work on a 3D Sonic game, right? Called Sonic Extreme.
Extreme.
Yes.
Extreme.
With an X. Extreme.
Yes.
Of course. You
Uh,
gotta.
but they were running into trouble with development. So, at the same time that they were developing that, Sonic Team, back in Sega of Japan, who had developed Sonic 1 and Sonic CD, were developing their own 3D game called Nights into Dreams. And so they had developed their own 3D engine for that, right? Oh my god. And so Sonic Extreme was having some trouble. And so they were like, I know. Why don't we borrow the 3D engine that Sega of Japan is using for Nights into Dreams and use that to develop Sonic Extreme on? And then they got into really big trouble, basically, and said you have to stop this, and develop your own thing. And they just could not do it. They just couldn't. There was all this issue. Chris Penn, I think, who was in charge of Sega Technical Institute at that point, was essentially coding the game on his own, every night for months, and he legitimately almost died. He almost killed himself working on this game.
That's not good.
And it just wasn't shaping up. And so Sega of Japan ended up canceling it, something like 9 months before it was supposed to be released. And so now we had an issue. It was the holiday season of 1996. They had already kind of bungled the holiday season of 95 by releasing the Saturn early before any developers were ready. And now they didn't even have a Sonic game for the second most crucial, development, right? And they had all this tie-in stuff ready for it too, like a Christmas special called an Extremely Sonic Christmas, all of this stuff that they had commissioned, basically to this game, for example, for the Game Gear that was supposed to sort of go along with it, and it just so now they had all this stuff and nothing to show for it. Thankfully, they had one other spin-off game that was currently in the works called Sonic 3D Blast, also known as Sonic 3D Flicky's Island, which is being developed by the UK studio Traveller's Tales, which you might know from such games as Lego Star Wars.
Ooh.
So they had Traveller's Tales working on that. And so they're like, well, this has got to be our new game. So
Not
they...
Traveler's Knuckles.
No. So they ported Traveller's Tales' Genesis game to the Sega Saturn with a new soundtrack in the span of like 2 months, or like something like insane turnaround time on that. It might have actually even been shorter than that. And so Sonic 3D Blast became the first quote-unquote 3D Sonic game. Although when we take a look at 3D Blast next time, you'll see it's not quite 3D. But it was all they had because Sonic Extreme was dead.
It was too extreme.
Clearly.
It's like not far after that the N64 came along, right?
No, the N64 came out that year, that holiday season.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was Sonic 3D Blast versus Super Mario 64. Well,
Oof.
I mean, the PlayStation outdid the Nintendo 64 as well. But the N64 did better in the long run than the Saturn did worldwide. Right. Okay. So, anyway. That's Sonic Blast, the attempted tie-in. Next time, we will cover Sonic 3D Blast in its two different forms. And then we will move into... I don't know if we'll have time for that on the same stream. But after that, we will move into the rest of the Sega Saturn era Sonic stuff, which is Sonic Jam, Sonic the Fighters, and Sonic R.
Very exciting.
And upon completion of that, we will finally move into the modern era, quote unquote, with 1999's Sonic Adventure for the Sega Dreamcast. Yay.
It's gonna be a ride.
It's going to be a good time. Anyway, thank you for coming along with this wild journey today through some crazy games.
Of course. Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you for bringing us along.
Yes.
Attached to rings that like magnet us together.
Bounced us all over the place.
Yeah. And sometimes we were really big, and sometimes we were little.
Yes.
Little.
And we met some characters, some of whom we will see again, some of whom we will not.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. They just added the Game Gear games into Sonic Origins recently, which is why I was like, okay, I guess we'll play it on this one. Because I didn't know if I had it unlocked on any of the other stuff that I could play it on. Here, by the way, this is the Eggomatic. This is the Veggie Fortress from Sonic Spinball. You could take a look here. It's like the South Island from Sonic 1, the Never Lake from Sonic CD, West Side Island from Sonic 2, and then Angel Island from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and you can see the different states that the island can be in. So that's from Spinball. And then this is Flicky's Island from our next installment, Sonic 3D Blast. There's
Oh my
Amy.
God.
Wow.
Amy!
They're
they're
waving
here.
at us.
Hello!
Sonic.
Whoa.
And then you're gonna meet these Flickies as well. Yay! Okay. That's it for today.
Hooray!
Hooray!
We did it.
All right. I'll see you guys next time.
We'll see you. More Sonic.
More Sonic. Woohoo! Sonic 3D Blast. It'll be a blast.
Sonic 3D Blast.
Woo.
Okay. And now I have everything set up so I know how to, all the audio stuff should be all figured out. Okay.
It'll be great.
See ya.